Oh, I can look it up.
Yeah, let's have a look.
But I'm not going to, because I'm going to just require this of you. And if you do not, then I may just have to arrest you under that offence.
Yo! Hello everybody, this is NNY. We are here today in Kentish Town, at the Kentish Town Police Station. And we're here to take a look around and take some pictures at the station. But on a serious note, guys, News Now Yorkshire is here, where it's barely ever newsworthy, and it's barely ever in Yorkshire, and today is definitely no different, because we're taking a look at the Metropolitan Police, Kentish Town Police Station, after AB came here on Tuesday and got absolutely violated for the Section 43.
Shut up, release me, release me, release me, release me and shut up.
Alright, no worries.
So yeah, let's have a look around, see what's going on, see what we can see here in London, Kentish Town Police Station, Metropolitan Police.
Have a seat.
We're in the station.
Okay.
Hiya, miss. You okay? Take a seat. Where do you want me to take it?
D6, D5.
Do you want me to take it outside? Do you want me to take the seat out? I'm only kidding.
She doesn't like us.
So we've got interview rooms. We've got all the information here in the station.
Yeah, so this is apparently a lot of people have been in here today.
Yeah.
Reported. Reported us.
What we got here?
Maximum 3 people at a time.
Car free plan. We don't like that. We need the car to get about. To get to London and back. Look at this nice map. Let's go back outside, eh?
Are you recording? So I am on record. Every time I go to this with the public, I have to record, you see. Yeah, and do you know that, do you also know that, like you're supposed to tell us? Sorry? No, but, no, I just get... To be fair, come on, let's go. We are, but listen, I just want to do that.
What?
You allowed to use that?
What do you mean?
And you've got to have an operator's licence, haven't you?
Yeah?
Have you got it?
Yeah, of course I have.
You've got an operator's licence?
Can you show it?
Operator's ID, it's called.
Huh?
Operator's ID, it's called.
Yes. You have to show it.
Why?
Because we're going to require it. Is it shown on the drone?
You're going to require it for what?
So if you're flying a drone,
Yeah.
which is not a toy,
Yeah.
or is over 250 grams, and I suggest that's probably not a toy if it's got a video thing on it.
249 gram.
So is that your... Yeah, but if it's over 250 grams,
Which is
not a toy,
Yeah.
and I suggest with all that, that's
Yeah.
probably not a toy.
Yeah.
So it does have to have an operator's licence.
Correct.
So have you got your operator's licence and is it stamped on it?
Do you think that I don't have one?
No, it's got to be stamped on it and you've got to be able to show it to us.
Yeah, if you suspect me of a crime.
No, it's on the civil aviation stuff. So if you've got it and you're flying it,
Yeah.
then you should be able to demonstrate your operator's ID and have it stamped on that.
And if you suspect me of a crime, then I
No,
have to show you.
that is the law.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Oh, fantastic.
Have you got an operator's licence?
Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
Cool. All right. It's got to be stamped on it.
Well,
It's got to be shown on
by
it.
you asking for it suggests that you think I've committed an offence.
There we go. There we go. Require under the Air Traffic Management Unmanned Aircraft Act, where the powers require evidence of police pilot competency, operation registration.
Yeah, if you suspect that I've committed an offence.
No.
Yeah.
No. Just if you're flying
You
it.
can't just take one point out of the legislation.
No.
and then-
If you're flying it.
I'm not flying it.
That is the no, but you were.
No, I wasn't.
Or we've had multiple people come in saying you were.
Well, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suspect you were.
You suspect I was?
Yes.
So you
Because I've had
suspect-
multiple people come in and say that you were.
So you suspect
And
I
I
was
don't
flying the
think they
drone?
just made that up.
Well, they did. So you suspect,
did, okay.
So you suspect I was flying the drone and committing an offence?
No, I suspect you were flying the drone.
Yeah.
And also fly a drone, which is not a toy.
Yeah.
You do require the operator ID, which you haven't disputed. So I just need to see that it is, and it should be stamped on it.
But I don't have to tell you about it.
You do?
No, I don't.
Yes, because I can require to see that.
Under what law?
I just told you it's there.
What section?
Oh, I can look it up.
Yeah, let's have a look.
But I'm not going to, because I'm going to just require this of you. And if you do not,
Yeah.
then I may just have to arrest you under that offence.
Well, if you're going to arrest me, then I'll give you it. But I will speak to my solicitor afterwards.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. So are you refusing to
No, I'm not
provide
refusing.
that? Okay, fantastic.
Just so you know,
Go on.
I've been through this before.
Yeah, I know.
Last time I got £3,500.
Okay.
Okay. So you still want to go down this route?
So I want to go down the route of proving that you're legally using that drone.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, but you need to show it to us. You need to show that proof that you are legally using
Under
that
what
drone.
law?
Under that law?
This law.
Yeah.
Police powers. ATMAU. AUA, sorry. What does
It's
that
on
mean?
the CAA website as well. I checked that as well. You
Air
are
Traffic
required.
Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act.
Yeah. And what section?
I don't know what section. Well, we can look it up.
If you've got it, why don't you just show it to us?
So,
Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, we need to actually.
we want it to jot it down.
We need to see that it's linked to you and not just someone else's drone and just a code on it. We need to
I am
actually-
giving you my details.
So we need to see that you've got an operator's ID.
Yeah.
And that it's the same as the one on the drone.
Yeah.
Okay. And we need to know that that operator's ID that you show us
Yeah.
is actually yours and
It
not
doesn't have
just
to be mine. It doesn't have to be mine.
It does. You
No, it
have
does
to
not.
have an operator's ID.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
The
do.
operator of the person who owns.
Operator's the drone.
Yeah, so there's a difference between the operator
Yes.
and the flyer. So there's a flyer ID and there's an operator ID.
No, you're operating it.
No.
Yeah, I think
No,
we're getting
no,
into
no.
a semantic
no,
argument
no.
there. You're
The-
operating it.
the
If you're-
operator is
if you're
the person that owns
controlling
it.
You're operating it at that
The,
point.
the operator is the person that owns it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be the owner.
No. Operator is the person that's responsible for the drone, owns the drone, and you have a flyer.
No.
Yes, there's two different things. A flyer ID, operator
Flyer
ID.
ID and operator ID are two separate things.
Exactly.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
But an operator ID is from the person who's actually operating the drone at
No,
that time.
that's not true.
It's not the same as a
No, it's
flyer
not.
ID.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
Yes.
I suggest you read the legislation again, Sergeant. I've seen you on a video.
Am I
last night.
correct in saying
No, you
that
haven't.
Yes,
the
you have.
operator's ID is, so you buy the drone,
Yeah.
okay, that drone is yours, so that operator ID is, so say, is this drone yours?
Potentially.
So, okay, for example...
It doesn't
so-
have to be.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
For this incident,
Yeah.
for this story I'm telling, so that drone, let's say that's yours, you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
an operator's ID,
Yeah.
okay, you want to fly that, okay, you
Yeah.
then need a flyer's ID.
Yeah.
Sergeant.
If I wanted to go around,
Sergeant,
if I
why-
wanted
why
to then
your
fly
colleague-
your drone,
Yeah.
I need a flyer's ID
Sergeant,
as well.
why your colleague-
No, not for this.
Any powers
No.
that you misuse and abuse today.
So I wouldn't need...
If you wanted to fly this drone now, you could fly it because it's got an operator's ID. You don't need a flyer's ID.
Games come out.
Do you know what I mean?
I haven't searched anybody, sir.
Well, I strongly suggest
Can you
otherwise
can you just
put the
explain that to yourself? Because I think you understand it now.
Vaguely,
Yeah.
vaguely.
So the drone needs an operator's ID,
Right.
but as the flyer, I don't need a flyer's ID because it's under 249 grams.
So if you have the DJI Mavic Pro,
Yeah.
then you'd need a flyer's ID.
If I had a bigger drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
Or
Yeah,
try solicit him for his details, right? You're wrong, and I suggest you go wild.
I do actually have a flyer's ID because it's free.
Do you have a bigger drone?
No, it's not.
No, but
Read
because
the
it was free,
legislation.
it's a bit noisy, so. Because it was free.
Still on the table.
So the operator's ID is like £9,
Yeah.
£10 a year or
I
something.
used to have a drone. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But I once did have an operator's ID and a flyer's ID as well.
So you seem a bit nice to them because it was worrying me a bit, like he was going to
Yeah.
arrest me or something. But the flyer's ID, the operator's ID is on the top there, stuck on the
This
top.
one's your operator's,
This is the operator's ID for this drone.
and the bottom one is the.
No, it's the same thing. So it's one long.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that is the drone.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a flyer's ID because it's 249 grams or less.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's fine.
So if
The
you
legislation is 200. It's got to be 250 grams or less, isn't it? And that's why DJI brought out the
249, yeah. Yeah.
Right,
And
okay.
just to protect your sergeant, if you go onto Google and put drone Ossick police station, you'll see me in the papers.
Yeah.
Right. I was arrested for this exact same thing.
Okay.
Right. And I was released without charge, and they paid me a lot of money for it. So just protect your sergeant a little bit. You know what I mean?
What?
Are we detained?
Just. I know obviously you've spoken to him.
Yeah.
Just have a quick chat. What are your intentions here?
Yeah, we're not detained, no.
No. But we've been called together. What,
Yeah.
Are you just auditors? You just.
But like I say, we've had.
We'll come here to do a little bit of story, mate.
Come to
Yeah.
the station office, which is why regarding
That's
that,
right.
which is why
That's
we've
it.
come out.
Okay. Do you come here often, or is it?
Never been here before.
But not if we think there's sort of offences around the drone use. It's why I've conversation. But
That's why I asked you
obviously
earlier
you're
if you thought I'd committed an
Okay.
offence.
No.
You said no.
But it's like in terms of flying it. Because potentially
I haven't
because
flown
of
it.
offence- And you're saying you haven't flown it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
saying also that whatever's happened is you're going now. So that's the end of it. Yeah. But obviously, if you were going to continue or start flying it, as you say you've never flown it,
Yeah.
then obviously then we'd start going to things. But you're saying that it's done.
What if we fly
dusted.
here? What would you do? What would you want to do?
Well, like I say, we have to look well, we need to see the operator's license and
does
the
Because I know obviously if it's the bigger one.
No, read that.
Yeah, no. But
That's the legislation.
if it's the, so if it is the bigger one.
Yeah.
no. If
What's the
drone's being flown,
what's the legislation with?
for it, It should have
flying
an
it near
operator's
building.
ID, which is shown is already on it.
So
What's that?
above 250
This is
grams,
just a question now.
I believe it's 150 meters residential.
Yeah.
Have you read this?
Random numbers stuck on it, obviously.
Carry on talking.
So this is for sub 250. So this is for my type of drone.
Yeah, that's right. I completely understand this bit.
Above, so it has to have an
if it-
operator's ID.
Yeah.
We're good. Required airspace has been
Yeah.
checked.
Yeah.
So we're clear. All Sierra rules being followed. We're all good, man. There's no
Yeah.
separation between uninvolved people because it's sub 250.
Yeah.
You know, we're fully good. We're fully good to fly, right? But if it's above 250, then you've got 150 meters away from buildings, 50 meters from people, uninvolved people. So like me and my friend, if we was together, we knew we was flying a drone, I could fly over him,
Yeah.
but these people just walking down the street,
You wouldn't. Yeah.
you won't be able to.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had my drone, so I don't. I used to have the DJI Mavic
Yeah, yeah.
Pro 2,
All right, okay.
but it's been a while since I've had it.
Yeah.
So, and you're not using that for commercial?
Why would that matter? Because you need insurance,
Yeah.
which I have.
Okay. Cool. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, yeah. But it's, I mean, it's not commercial. It's social media. The insurance,
if you
the insurance
accidentally-
companies actually said you don't need it for social media. There was a bit of a debate, but I just got it just to be on the safe side.
But you're not getting paid, are you? At what point does it? Because then don't you need a commercial license?
Because I think, well, from what the insurance company told us,
Yeah.
right? I mean, there's a bit of a debate with it,
Yeah.
and you guys might say something different, but what they told us, and to be on the safe side, I just got the insurance anyway, but what they told us is, unless you're like contracted, so like if you said to me, I want you to come to my house, take some pictures of my house,
Yeah.
and we had a contract, there was an agreement of payment, that would be a commercial flight. But they said because you're just flying, you put the stuff onto YouTube and then it generates ad revenue.
Yeah.
It's not technically.
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
get
they
that.
said.
Yeah, yeah.
But they might be wrong.
But if you actively said, look, I'm going to do some work for you with my drone, I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
X amount for this video.
Exactly
that's
that.
when
And
you
there's a
need-
contract in place. Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. And you've got insurance that covers you that if your drone was to hit someone,
So I've got third party insurance.
so you'd be fine for that.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually I've got two lots of insurance.
Yeah.
So I've got like damage cover.
To the drone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have third party insurance.
Which covers.
Yeah, but
injuries
and
or
it has
damage
to be.
to other things.
And I can't remember the code, but there's a certain. You know, like British standards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not that, but there's something similar, and it's got to be to this standard.
Right. Okay.
You can't just get any type of insurance. I can't remember the number now, but there's a certain number you have to get. Can't for life of me think of it.
That's right.
But yeah, there's a certain number you have to get. Maybe like L720 or something like that. But you have to have that type of insurance for it to be covered for commercial flights.
Right. Okay.
And I think it has to be a certain amount of money as well. It's like $500,000 or $1 million or something. Third party cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he pointed out where the operator's ID has to be the person using it.
Yeah,
It's got to be the
we've
person-
bottomed that
well,
out.
you bottomed it out, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
heard
it
Jefferson
doesn't.
say-
It doesn't have to
There
be.
you go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's got to be the person who does control the drone.
No.
As in, the owner
you-
of the
are you
drone
on
has
YTS?
got to have an operator
Say again.
ID.
Are you on a
Correct.
YTS?
Yes.
Correct.
Which is
Am
what
I?
the point I
So
got.
that doesn't have to be me.
Hey, come
That's,
on,
which is you clarify the point. But we should then
Taylor.
still be able to. Yeah, no, but we still would need to confirm that operator ID is valid.
Yeah.
And linked to an actual person who's the operator rather than just some.
But I
random
don't have to
code.
tell you who the operator is,
But we would need to confirm that drone.
And how would you
actually
confirm
has
that?
one. Well, we.
unless I told you who owns the drone.
Well,
because it's just a code.
unfortunately, Yeah, so we would, because how would otherwise I would know that you've not just written some random digits
Exactly.
on a bit of
That's
paper,
why, if you suspect me of an offence,
which would be
yeah.
flying the drone
Yeah.
without an operator's ID.
Do you suspect that though?
Well, actually, I actually don't,
Right.
Because I think you generally wouldn't be silly enough to do it, and you've
Exactly.
shown me there is a code
Exactly.
on it.
Yeah.
But of course, how can I?
But you would also
confirm
have to
that?
have reasonable suspicion. For instance,
The fact that you're not
no,
confirming
I'm
that
walking
code
down.
is valid,
I'm walking down the street.
or allow me to
I'm
see
walking
it
down
long
the street.
enough to-
I could have a weapon in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a whole
You don't
different
know.
thing.
You don't know unless you search me.
Yeah, but it's
no,
a
no.
whole
Let me
different
finish,
thing.
sir. Let
Yeah,
me
no, but
finish.
he did the same example earlier,
Okay.
and I said actually that's a bad example.
It's a very good
more
example.
like the example of someone driving along.
No, 'cause there's
and the vehicle is
legislation,
Not,
as
yes,
in
there is
163.
legislation, but as an equivalent thing,
Yeah.
you're using a piece of machinery which should be registered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And I just want to check that the
And
registration
unless you
is
suspect
valid.
me of an offence, you cannot ask me to land it, and you cannot
And I
ask for the
didn't ask you
operator's
to land
ID.
it.
Those are the two things you
I
cannot
didn't
do.
ask you to land it.
I know you didn't,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying those are the two things you can't do.
But I should
unless
be able
you
to
suspect
check
me of an
that
offence.
operator is valid.
If you suspect me of an offence,
No, because otherwise, how can I check that that operator ID is valid? And if you won't show the operator ID is valid, then I
Yeah.
potentially suspect it's just a false operator ID.
yeah.
we got anyone able
You see?
Yeah, yeah.
So me asking, it's like me stopping a driver on the road and going, can I see your driver licence? And they go, I've got one, but I'm not going to show you it.
But section 163 of the Road Traffic Act
And I
says
appreciate,
that they have to show you the ID.
I appreciate they gives you specific powers.
Exactly.
But it's the same with this new legislation around the flying of the drones.
So there's two things there, right? Either I'm wrong and you're right, and you don't know the legislation, then you shouldn't come out, or I'm right and you're wrong, and you don't know the legislation and you shouldn't come out.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
So I think you've deliberately goaded people.
No.
Because, because we had a lot of complaints. We had multiple people coming to the station.
And not one of you said hello. What's going on? Are you okay?
I came along after you
came
were
out,
talking to people.
mate. You came out in force.
No,
you came out in force. Started talking about maybe arresting me.
No, that was later
potentially
on in the conversation.
It was what? Sorry.
That was later on in the conversation.
Oh,
when I was
really?
saying I couldn't confirm that their idea is correct, which I still can't. But you said that you finished and you're going to move on. So I don't feel I need to sort of.
I didn't say I was finished. I was going to move on.
He did. Sorry.
He did. Okay. Right. Do you have an issue with me flying the drone?
Yes.
What's
if
the
I
issue?
can't confirm the operator ID is correct and valid.
Right. Okay. And what legislation says that you can confirm that?
Nice young man has got a drone and
Used to.
he used to have a drone, and what I was telling you, ask him, I'm right, what I was saying to you.
And what
So
about?
if I'm flying my drone now and you see it, you can't just come up to me and you're entitled to see my operator's ID. You've got to suspect that I'm either committing a crime or I'm about to.
Yeah, but like I said, with the drone up in the air, we don't
And
know how
it-
big the drone is.
And it's any crime as well. So you could see someone throwing a piece of rubbish while they're flying a drone and say you've committed an offence and now I need your operator ID. It's any crime.
Yes. But the offence could be flying the drone without the operator ID.
But you have to have reasonable suspicion to suggest that I don't have an operator's ID.
Yes, but the fact that you're refusing to provide the operator's ID
Before
is
you
not
ask.
suspicion.
Before you ask.
I did ask.
No, before you ask, you have to have reasonable suspicion of an offence. Before you ask.
Right.
Not after you ask, not during the conversation, not just because I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Before you ask, reasonable suspicion before you speak to the person.
That'd be
Unless they're driving a car, then you got 163, we can stop anyone for no reason.
It's just an example, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's any offence though, any offence.
That's why I was getting a bit frustrated.
So you could see someone
Yeah, but
spit.
as I say, you started
An
to do
offence.
something completely different.
Yeah,
and
no,
go
because I was
wisely.
trying to give you the, I was saying be wise. I was just saying because you know that terminology, go wisely. Is,
Okay,
Right,
but
we
you were
thought-
very much going on about go wisely, and I was trying to say
I wasn't, I know,
you
but...
said it several times, and I was
but
getting
think you're
confused
not-
myself there.
I know, but listen, Sarge, that's why, because listen, in the job role like you do, listen, we all need, we all know,
And
I
that
think
is
that
why-
we need police, but listen, man, please, when police officers make mistakes, right, in the past my brother got murdered.
Okay, I'm very sorry to hear that.
And you know, and
Yeah.
that's why I was saying to you, I strongly suggest that you go back and read the legislation, because unfortunately you were wrong.
So, which is why I've had this conversation, because I'm
I
always
know, but I
willing
was
to take
trying
on more. Yeah,
and I was
but
trying
you
to
were
say it
being quite.
yourself. I know, because
the
you
way
were
you were
going, I'm right, and I was like, oh no, what do we have to do?
Yeah, but you were being quite
I know, because
in
you know
my
what?
face at that point. It's
And,
very
well, I
difficult to
wouldn't
take
say
on
in
board.
your face, to be fair.
And what you have to
But
remember
I
as well,
wasn't-
Sergeant, is
Sorry.
you've come out with a lot of people. That's
Yeah,
obviously
to
got
be
our
fair,
backup. And the school's being out saying that we were filming the kids.
Yeah, so that's why we've come
It's
out.
ridiculous.
I don't know why all the officers came out, to be honest with you.
There was a lot of them, weren't there? So
There
you have
was
to
a lot of
understand
them,
how that
they've all-
looked.
We've obviously all got.
going somewhere else.
But you have to understand how that looked to us. And then you started saying potentially
So
arrest
the
you.
issue is,
Yeah.
and I'll be honest with you, is because we had so many people coming into the station office that
Yeah.
you probably had multiple officers getting told about this.
Yeah.
Why didn't
So
you
they
come
all-
out and engage with us before then? And
Well, officers did.
No, they didn't.
No, you were the first people.
No, I wasn't the first. These two weren't the first. It was
Oh.
my-
Oh yeah, that's all the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you came out with it together. You all came out together.
No, two came out first and then...
Two came
Oh,
out
okay.
first and then I came out to
Yeah,
join.
Oh, I saw you all as a group.
No, there was
no.
quite a difference in time.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was. So okay then.
So-
All right, and here's a question. Yeah, if two officers has already come and engaged with us,
Yeah.
why did you have to come out? What looked like mob-handed?
Well, as I said, I did, and I came out as the third officer, and the reason I came out is because we were getting multiple people coming to the station office,
Yeah.
and I wanted to check what those first two
And
officers
I
were talking
understand just
about.
coming and engaging with
Because
us.
we
I
were
totally
getting a lot of
understand that.
complaints about people recording children, and obviously that upsets parents, as you can imagine.
Can you let the school know though? There is no air restriction over the school, and if someone wanted to fly over there, they could.
Yeah.
But why would anyone want to film the school?
Well, I don't know, but that's what
You
we
can
were getting
understand
told.
why loads of parents would be calling
And that's
them.
right.
Yeah, yeah. But the reason we've been waiting for so long as well is because the school run just happened. So like
yeah, no,
we was waiting for the school run to go so we could start.
I genuinely don't think that you were trying to film the school. I
No,
genuinely
no,
don't
yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
But obviously the parents of
To them, they just
they don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
They weren't
out your master.
thinking
They
that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were worried about their kids.
No, that's fair
So
enough.
we're getting, we had a phone call and we had about 2 or 3 people coming to the station office, and that's just the ones I'm aware of.
Right.
So you probably got loads of different officers getting told loads of different things, and
Wow.
that's why they've all come out.
Well, I think we've calmed it. I think we've calmed it down, aren't we? Anyway?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I never cut your name.
Stuart.
It's what? Sorry.
Stuart.
Stuart. Michael.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, well, I mean, we're not here to cause any bother with you guys. You know what I mean?
So-
we were just taking a look around.
I've got no issues with that. I do have issues around the potential offences around the drone stuff. Okay.
And what offence do you think it is?
Like I said, would be flying a drone without the operator.
But you've already told me that you believe I've got one.
Yeah.
So now you can't go with that. Now, if I set off now, you couldn't go with
and
that.
I haven't.
Okay.
Have I?
No, you haven't.
So
But I'm
there
just
we
letting you
go.
know.
Yeah, and I haven't.
Okay.
All right. Because I can see you've got something on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, having now conversed with you,
Yeah.
that there would be an operator's ID linked
Yeah.
to that. And I think if I dug into
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
we would just find that.
Well, that's fair enough.
Okay. So yeah.
So there's no
I
issue with me
haven't
flying the
got
drone now.
that. So there's no issue around flying the drone.
Correct.
But if officers come out who don't have that stuff,
Don't
I
get
would
this?
expect you. Yeah, but I would expect you to be able to show the operator's ID, or start with that. Although that might be out of date.
No, this is what you guys use. So this,
When were you given that?
I printed this off from a YouTube channel called Geeks Varna,
Yeah, when?
not long ago.
Because I think the legislation changed this summer, this autumn.
So I watch kind of his videos quite a lot.
No, you've got some extra powers.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I've got some extra powers, but this just lets you know that I'm airspace clear, following the rules, got the required insurance, and got an operator's
Operator's
ID.
ID, which is what I was asking.
So there'll be the questions that you might ask.
Oh yeah,
so
but
for
the
instance,
insurance thing is not required, is it?
if it's commercial, it's required. I do have insurance. I'm not sure if
Oh, okay. What, you do it for commercial?
I'm not sure if it is commercial technically, but I do
the
have
YouTube
insurance.
channel, I take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it's. They said the insurance company said no, but you guys say yes. So it's like
I suppose it's a debate about what commercial and
Exactly, yeah.
YouTube channel commercial and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why this
so. These are some links. So this
might actually be slightly out of date.
maybe slightly, but I think you guys still use it. So West Midlands Police were handing these out
Right.
because they work quite closely with the channel Geeks Varna. So they were handing these out.
Do you mind if I?
Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah. They were handing these out to people that were maybe committing an offence, but rather than getting them into trouble for it, they were giving them these leaflets.
Yeah.
So I got these printed out. I got one printed out so that if I'm flying the drone and I'm busy, I have to watch the drone, I have to make sure it's safe.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
get a bunch of officers come over and I could just go and then carry on.
Yeah.
They can read that and say, no worries, see you later. You know what I mean?
That's quite useful. I'd say I think it might be out of date, but it's quite useful. I'll check the links and I'll see when you send me.
Yeah, there might be. I mean, all the stuff on there is probably correct, but there might be some extra stuff.
They say
So, like, for
it
instance,
was recently updated around
you
the, sort
can-
of the October stuff.
Yeah, there is things where you can land the drone if you suspect an offence. You
Then
can
I
ask
can
for
apply to land drone and stuff like that.
yeah.
yes,
But you have to
yes.
suspect an offence, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Something
And
like
like I
that.
say, it's any offence.
But then, as I said, the offence could be that I suspect you was flying the drone without the operator ID.
Exactly, yeah.
But we're now to the stage where
You don't suspect
we're
that.
supposed to be. But I'll be honest with you, at the point where I was first talking to you, because you were deliberately hiding that operator's ID,
Yeah.
I did suspect that.
But yeah,
Which is
Okay.
why I was saying I could have done the arrest option, but obviously now you've shown it and you've now sort of had a bit more of a
if
talk.
that doesn't work,
My suspicion has gone.
Okay.
But at that point, believe me, I did suspect that. Alright?
Did you reasonably suspect that, though?
Yeah, because I was having this conversation.
Was it reasonable to
saying-
suspect that someone that you've never spoke to before, never met, never inspected the drone, doesn't have an operator's ID? Is that reasonable?
Yes.
No, it's not.
So the reason why I'd say
It's not, though, is it? Go on.
Right. The reason I say it be reasonable, I say the laws have recently changed and
Yeah.
updated. Not everybody does keep themselves au fait with the laws.
Yeah. But I love that word.
Yeah, and obviously you guys do, but not everybody does.
Yeah.
They are quite easy and cheap to get hold of, unfortunately.
Tell me how I get into the hostel.
The hostel, yeah, just keep going down there, just on the left. It's only about 50 metres further down, not far at all. Yeah, not everyone does.
Yeah.
I could not see any operator's ID on that.
Yeah.
And when I was asking to see it, you
Yeah.
were declined to show it.
Yeah.
Saying that
I mean,
what
it could
wasn't
be.
required.
I could put it inside this little cap there.
I think it's got to be clearly displayed.
Clearly displayed. So there was a debate about that. Yeah,
Right.
I remember this. Yeah. I'm not sure actually. I might not be able to put it on that cap, but
I think, I just suspect the inside would not be.
I think I did read something where you can actually put it on the inside of that
Right.
because it's easily accessible for you. You know, if you wanted to inspect it.
Yeah, so the hostel, yeah, it's literally.
Going on our holidays.
Yeah, so that does seem a bit strange. What was, yeah, so about to say my suspicions, and obviously, you were arguing, which made me think that you did not believe that you needed an operator ID for this drone.
Okay.
Actually,
You do?
having further had this conversation, you actually do think you need an operator ID for this drone, which is not quite how you were coming across before. So that's where my suspicion came into before. And obviously, but hence
So
why
I did. So when I said before about the flyer's ID and everything,
yes.
so like this could be someone else's drone, for instance. This could be your drone.
And that bit I was wrong on, and it's obviously been clarified by yourself and my colleague there.
Oh, well, brilliant.
And while you were talking, I was quickly having a flick through, and yes, I did confirm that.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be mine, you know what I
But
mean?
I would still need to confirm that the Opera ID was valid for this drone, rather than just some random numbers on the drone. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can take, you could inspect the operator's ID, I suppose. You could take it and write it down, but then what would you do with it after that?
So you can check it on the CAA website.
Yeah, but you have to have the person's name.
Well, I'd have to have the person's name who has actually got that operator ID.
Right.
So yeah, but then.
And if I didn't know the name?
Well, then, if I suspected an offence, then I'd potentially arrest in order to try and confirm that name, because I thought that maybe that name was somebody who.
I know you were Stuart. Yeah. So you might be my friend Stuart. You say, oh yeah, you can borrow my drone, no problem.
Yeah.
But I might not know your last name. It might be acquaintances.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then what would you just put Stuart? That won't come up. I'm like, well, I don't know. He's called Stuart.
Yeah. Well, then that's potentially.
Well, then you would arrest
me. To arrest would be to investigate further to confirm that.
Ah, that's dirty.
And I suspect I need to investigate a potential offence, because it might be that you don't have an operator's ID. You've just found an operator's ID linked to a completely different.
What I'm trying to get at, Sergeant, is these are not the enemy.
And that's why we're having
99%.
That's why we're having a conversation about it, rather than
99% are lawfully, using them lawfully, unless you actually genuinely, reasonably suspect
I probably
an offence.
would disagree that most people are using them lawfully. I suspect that most people who use drones actually aren't using them lawfully, sadly, because they're quite easy to get hold of.
That's sad that you think that. That's really sad that you think that, and I genuinely disagree with you. And I guarantee you.
How much that cost?
This was what are these, about 400 or 500 quid or something?
It's not that expensive. So people just order those online, can't they?
Yeah.
See the amount of people that just order it online and can just go out and play a bit, not knowing.
And the majority are flying lawfully, Sergeant. And you know what? I really am genuinely offended, and I'm sure there will be many people online that are also offended.
If you're being offended as a drone user, then I think there's elements of offence that you need to kind of reconsider.
I mean, there's a massive community that will definitely disagree with you.
I'm sure there's a massive
and will
community.
Be genuinely offended that a police sergeant thinks that the majority of drone flights are unlawful.
So, I'm sure there's a massive community, like my colleague there, who do completely lawfully use drones and are absolutely fine with them and use them.
And it's the majority.
Well, I also suspect that there's a huge amount of people who buy them online and don't look into any of the laws and just go away and fly them, and they shouldn't. So,
I'm sure there are some, but it's a very small percentage, and even the Met Police don't agree with you.
In terms of
the amount of people that are unlawfully flying. The majority, the National Police Chief Council have even said, the majority of flights are lawful, and we want to facilitate those lawful flights, but counter the unlawful flights. This is not an unlawful flight. I've not even taken off. You've not seen me fly. You had no suspicion, no reasonable suspicion anyway.
I have multiple people that said you were flying a drone.
But you'd not seen it, just because someone said it, I mean it's true.
No, but it gives us suspicion, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's not reasonable.
It is. If people are saying a crime has been committed, it's reasonable to suspect a crime has been committed.
So you should probably go speak to those people and say, why did you lie to me?
Well, I've got no reason to say they did lie to me. However, we've discussed it with you, so we've bottomed out that.
But I wasn't flying.
Okay.
So multiple people have told you I was flying, is that what you said?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So they've lied to
you? There is a CAD-on saying that a drone is being flown.
Yeah.
People have come into the station after saying this.
So what is wrong with flying a drone?
Oh, we've bottomed out that this would have been completely legal.
But why didn't you just say to the person inside there, there's no restrictions in this area, they can fly?
Okay.
You could have just said that.
Well, so there's, as I say, it's linked to the fact that people were saying about taking photos of the children and everything like that.
So we're flying a drone and taking pictures of kids and...
Apparently so.
Okay.
That is what we were told, which is why I've come out in the conversation.
Right, okay. Well, now that you know it's a lie, if you do speak to those people again...
I mean, so the people that came in the station office, I don't think we've got their details.
Okay.
The person that was on the CAD, we can have a conversation.
There's a lady there that you could go and educate.
The other one is the janitor from in there, I believe, or maybe the PE teacher. He was in like his sweats, so maybe PE teacher, maybe.
You know,
I don't know, did he come and...
Yeah, he came in. He was the one that was ringing. Yeah.
Oh, was he the one that's ringing?
I think so.
Oh, that might link to the CAD then. Okay.
So he's in there. So maybe just go tell him you didn't see him fly. So please don't lie to the police.
Well, I'm not going to tell him he didn't see him fly because I don't know what he's seen and what he's not.
Well, he didn't.
But I'll have a conversation.
Because it never happened.
Okay.
Yeah. And even if we did, we are allowed to.
We've now bottomed out that you'd be allowed to.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I'm glad though. Because,
well, that's great.
Because, and I don't mean any disrespect by this, but you know, you've come. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll come.
Yes, we're going to have a lot of this recently.
Yeah, because of.
I heard you had it the other day, didn't you?
Yes.
You had it the other day. Was he there?
You were, yeah, he was there.
I didn't come over and talk to you.
Not to me. I wasn't here.
I didn't come out and talk to the person.
You're in the video, I've seen you.
I didn't come talk to the person.
Alright, but listen, but anyway, regardless, listen, what I'm saying is, I'm glad you in particular came over because, you know, at the end of the day, we're human. Yeah. And you've learned something today.
Absolutely learned something today.
And guys, are we all done now, yeah?
Yeah, we're all done.
Brilliant.
We were done yokes ago, we were just having a chat.
I've just got one more thing to say to you all. You all need to shut up and get back in the station.
Thanks, that's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say shut up and get back in the station.
Come on, shut up and get back in the station.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm going to leave on my own.
Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Louis, Michael.
Nice to meet you.
Listen, Louis.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Keep doing what you're doing, lad.
Right.
No, he's a good guy.
No, he is. That's why I'm saying keep doing what you're doing.
Cool. Right.
I think he looked after you today, Sergeant.
I do.
I'm always willing to take on extra information.
Yeah. I think he did. I really do. Sorry, I will never caught your name. Shah? Michael. Nice to meet you, mate.
Absolutely.
You know.
Right. Which saying that,
listen,
I'll go and chat the
I am a
school
man and can say, you know, maybe the way I came up to you was a bit, you know, but I just, because I knew the information.
Yeah, like I say, we can
it didn't
generally,
seem as though you were going to take
generally
on board.
as humans, we can always work it out when we talk.
We got there, didn't
Definitely. We can get there in the end, can't we? And I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did.
But I think what we found is once you started to talk to us, then it helped a little bit.
I haven't stopped talking.
No, I know, but it's when the difference between the I don't have to
versus
the guy,
you might go to educate him there. Alright, was it? Please. No problem, sir. No problem, no problem, definitely not. There was never a problem in the first place. We just wanted you to know that what we were going to do, that we weren't breaking the law. I know, I just want to say that, just so everyone's learned something today. We were here to cover the story.
Something you should do in front of a school or in front of a police station.
You are allowed though.
Leaving school, right?
You are allowed.
Sorry?
We were waiting for the kids to finish, and you are allowed to do it. There's nothing against the law here, okay?
That's all I want to say. No hard feelings. Everyone, even the sergeant.
I took pictures, I removed them as well. So.
Okay, thank you. But listen, even the sergeant.
But you can take pictures. You can take pictures, no problem. No problem, you're within your rights to take pictures.
Enjoy your evening.
You know, I know you might not be mad, but do you know why one of these auditors was, I couldn't believe last night he was searched, you know.
Section 43, auditing Britain.
His bag.
Yeah, they were searching pictures of his wife, naked pictures of his wife.
You're a weirdo. You've been into my phone looking at my missus' pictures. Did you look at my missus' pictures, you?
There were naked photos on that phone.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know what was on that.
He had his own nudes of him and his wife as well, and the guy was looking through them. It's crazy, disgusting.
Definitely needs to get a burner phone if he's doing this kind of thing.
What's a burner phone, Sarge?
What's a burner phone?
Like a trap phone, drugs phone.
Yes. Right, so I'm going to go. Obviously, so I'm going to go and speak to the janitor in there.
No problem.
And
it might be the PE teacher. I might got that wrong.
I'll speak to the staff there. And
yeah, just to reassure them as well.
Precisely that.
Yeah, it's all right.
As well as educate.
Have you?
Educate and explain that we have.
Oh, have you got a little tiny one?
Not ignored them. We've taken on board, and we did come out and interact.
Looks like DJ Audit's one. You know him?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Watch all his videos.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Did you see that one in Crew where he got assaulted?
I was seeing it. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of him?
We can give him a ring if you want.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, we'll give him a ring.
I just put this on
just
in case you got. Yeah, just let me know if there's anything private.
When we're done with these, I'll give him a ring for you. Let you have a chat with him.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever interacted with auditors before?
So auditors are
And what was the response you got?
Oh, some of them showed me their channel.
After?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised at that, but
it was just a YouTube channel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a YouTube channel. But you know, everyone to their own. I don't. You know what? It won't be difficult for you to find it.
No, it's fine.
You know
you'll definitely find it.
Yeah. No, if you
and it's a bit homework for you, like being a detective.
Yeah.
I'm not that. It's more, you know.
You're getting there, aren't you? You've got 2 stripes so far.
Huh?
You've got 2 stripes so far.
3.
Oh, is it 3?
Three chevrons.
Oh, yeah.
And also detective, and it's just a whole different thing.
Another thing I want to ask about, why do some police officers, I've had some police officers, but they don't give their name. Like when I was, they give me their shoulder number, but they don't give them their full name.
Some don't feel comfortable with it because, well, exactly the same reason you didn't want to give out your YouTube channel, because they want to keep a distinction between, shall we say, their work and their private lives, which is fine.
You know what I'd say to that though? But when as a police officer, you're approaching a member of the public, right, and demanding their details, but not you, but some, like the guys just said, some won't, but they demand and expect you to.
So obviously, and exactly as you guys said, is that we could only be able to require details if we've got a legal power to do so.
Exactly that.
And giving out a person, an officer's name, they may not feel comfortable to do so. They're still identifiable by either their warrant number or their shoulder number, so everything they do can be audited. They just might not want their personal names out in that public domain, because it can sometimes cause problems.
There shouldn't be a grey area though. There should be what you're supposed to do, and then that's it.
It's quite clear that an officer has to be identifiable. So the name thing is not...
The name thing's not a thing.
No, it just has to be identifiable.
So I was told name, station, and
again, that's under Go
numbers.
Wisely. That's under Section 1 of PACE.
So if you're searching someone, you have to give the name.
Someone, I have to give my name.
Okay.
Unless it's a terrorism search, or I feel that
and then you don't have
giving a name might pose a risk to me, in which case I just give my warrant number. So
Okay.
I was talking to those guys, but that answers your question as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That sounds good. We'll leave you to it, mate. We'll leave you to it. We probably will just get a quick shot with the drone, and we'll be gone in 5-10 minutes. Because all the schools calm down now. So they've all gone. We can get on with what we're doing.
I'll make sure that if any has come in, that we say we've spoken to you.
Brilliant.
The drone is
good to go. Well, that's great. Well, Stuart, thank you very much. Shah, thank you very much. We'll see you later, guys.
Yeah, that security guard, I thought he was going to grab the remote at one point. Look, mate, I have to do my job, and I really thought he was going to grab it.
Have you ever watched, I have subscribed to your channel, but my channel, is, do you know my YouTube channel? Because I'm an auditor.
What's it called, mate?
London Audit.
London Audit, I'll subscribe.
I think you've got about 200 subscribers when I last
360, I think 366 subscribers, and I get loads of comments.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm watching your stuff, but there's so many. I'm struggling to watch them all now.
What is it? London Audit?
Yeah, if you type in, it's got a picture of a police van.
Yeah, we'll all subscribe, mate. Definitely, definitely.
I can't believe I've seen you.
There it is. There's the station. The station.
Why you're doing it and everything like that. Yeah, they're sort of taken on board and just appreciated sort of being told about the whole situation. So yeah.
So we're good. Awesome. That's brilliant. Oh, so we just seen the sergeant there, Stuart. There he goes, back inside the station. Oh, my guy's got a GoPro on his head. Oh. Yeah, his bike ride a proper GoPro set up with a microphone and everything on his head. That was cool. But yeah, there's the gates. This guy's just pulled up in his Tesla. Got this backyard, this giant tower thing here. I think this is part of the station. Oh, we got all the cars over here, look. This is what we couldn't see at the other side of the walls. We had them flashing their flashing the lights. Well, we didn't hear them flashing the lights, we heard them sounding the sirens. There looks like a wash bay down there. And we've got all the vans. Look on this side. Oh, this car's coming in or just going out? And I believe this is force number 1. Look at that, 0-1 on them all. For the Met. Got a little circle on this side. We've got a guy just here, look. Officer. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Where are they going? Oh, there's a door down here, that'll be where. Wonder if that's Stuart. Possibly. What else can we see around this bit? Let's have a look down the side. Got this back courtyardy area. With some unmarked vans. And some more police cars. Well, all good stuff here. All good stuff at Kentish Town Police Station. In the end, anyway. In the end, it wasn't so good for AB the other day when he got violated here by a bunch of goons, telling him to shut up and calling him an idiot and whatnot. Ooh. Hello. Who can work out the code? Let us know in the comments. Right guys, I think we're going to bring it back down. It is getting a little bit dark. And we are all done here in Kentish Town. Oh guys, I'm missing my premiere again. Look, we got 240 in the chat. Big up to all you 240. We are going to wrap up and move on now because it is time for the Prem. But big shout out to AB for exposing the Section 43 tyrants inside this building here. Tell them to shut up and get back inside this station. But anyway guys, we are going to wrap up. We are going to move on. We're going to watch the Prem, join you guys, and we shall see you on the next one.
Yeah, shut up.